Hello, my love, and welcome back to another reading. We're doing extra readings this week. I'm just feeling called to it. I heard that this reading is for the Lightbringers. So we are going to start with Cara Elizabeth's deck, Animal Apothecary. What is it that we need to hear tonight, Spirit? My spirit, your spirit, universal spirit. Sacred boundaries. I'm hearing that with this light, I'm seeing these stripes in the background, and even this as being like the sun and like the frequency of light that is seen, that is unseen, that is spiritual, that is, is light physical, I guess, but what we need to be doing is understanding that as we are filtering in our own cosmic light into this world through whatever creation we are doing in this world, again, whether that is an actual sort of art or whether it is a 1149 on 419. I'm saying, sorry, 1, 4, and 9. Important. Whether it is something creative and artsy, or whether it is community building or healing people, or it's whatever it is that is a boon to society, that is a fertilizer to society, something that sustains us, not the bullshittery of the things that have been happening lately with, AI and shit like that. Okay? Woo, we are being real tonight. But what I'm hearing is keeping our boundaries. It is so important now more than ever, I feel, to, confirmation burp, to set up our boundaries, to only let in so much of the things that are happening in the world, because we cannot stay on top of everything as individuals, right? We can do what we can. I sign a lot of petitions. I send a lot of letters to my MPPs and my premier and the prime minister here and stuff like that. I send a lot of emails to things. I also send a lot of emails to places that are doing bad things. So there are always things that you can do that allow you to do some good in this world, okay? That doesn't require you to constantly be in that state of fight, flight, freeze, in regards to all of the horrifying information that we are getting right now. That is on purpose that we are getting so much information right now, because it is a way to keep your light from shining out fully. So you need to say no. If you need to, I'm hearing, if you need to set up, I only go on TikTok or, Instagram or whatever for like 10 minutes a day, do that. I mute some news things when I need a sort of mental break so that my nervous system can realign again. Do that. You need to take care of yourself and your mental health and not be blinded by that very, very dense, I'm seeing very dense black canvas being put over our heads with all of this information and all of that noise. Get grounded. Get grounded. You leap away from these things that keep you from really being grounded in yourself. And you get grounded in this world, get grounded in your body, heal your nervous system. Understand that horrible things are happening, yes, but I must, in order to bring the light that I am supposed to bring into this world, I must keep care of my mind and my body and my soul so that I can do the thing that I came here to do, that is going to shine the brightest light, that is going to have the biggest impact. What else do we need to keep in mind, Spirit, in order to be able to shine bright like a diamond? I'm hearing tame and attain. We are in the year of the fire horse, and look at how we have the sun here again, right? We have this light moving through. In order, so this is like, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling about this is like these boundaries that we have with ourselves, you know, and being able to direct and guide the inspiration horse, this fire horse, this horse that is holding on to all of the passion and all of the desire to play and run free and be wild, right? But steering that wildness, that passion, that inspiration, and understanding the boundaries. Oh, excuse me. Good gravy, that's never happened before. My throat just like instantly got so dry in a spot. I'm not gonna say, you know, well, no, I'm being told to say it. There are forces that don't want us to hear messages like these. They don't want us to see. They want to keep that black canvas over our heads, okay? 11:55 as I say that. There is a sort of discipline, I want to say, not in the harsh way, but in the meditative, in the knowing when to allow ourselves to receive things and when to say, this is not for me to receive, right? As I was talking about the boundaries here, of not allowing yourself to doom scroll, not allowing yourself to be inundated with so much information that it keeps you dulled and blind and unable to feel the things that you're supposed to feel that ignite your passion. What the hell? I'm sorry. I just saw something on the side of my face, kind of like, it looked like a finger or something, kind of go like this by my eye, and there's nothing there. I knew this day was going to be interesting. I'm on medication that makes it so that migraines don't happen for me anymore, because I started getting them in let's say about a decade ago. And today I knew that if I wasn't on this medication, I would be having a migraine. I feel like I'm supposed to be saying this to you because I have been feeling this, and I know part of it is the weather here, but I feel like there is an opening into us that is happening right now. I'm feeling my crown really tingle. There is an opening that is happening for us right now, where the light of the cosmos, the light of the universe, the light of love, the light of our highest self is coming in through us, through our crowns, through our heart chakras. And this is the thing that is the most important to pay attention to. Again, like I said, have your boundaries of knowing that I'm going to do petitions, or I will do protests when I need to. I will do the things that I need that have physical, tangible impact and sort of the physical magic of this world, okay? But I am also going to protect all of this that is within me, that I need to express in this world, that I need to be free with. I need to protect myself so that I can shine that light in this world, so that it can be shone through me, so that it can be directed in the way. And I'm seeing the hand now even as in a directive sort of like, you know, so that I can shine this light through in the world in the way that it is supposed to be coming through me, and have the most impact and shine the most light, the most light. And we do this, I'm even seeing the horse now as this sort of tool, not that a horse is a tool, but just metaphorically, okay? Horse was able to allow us to get from place to place so much faster. Information was shared so much faster. This is why we still say horsepower, okay, when we're talking about speed. It was such an immense leap forward. Leap forward. I am feeling so much on the side of my head behind my ear. Ooh, we are tapping in. It was such, working with horse was such a leap forward. And I'm hearing you need to work with your own horse right now. You need to see the way in which your passion, your desire, your wildness, and your freedom, and the light that you hold within you, you need to use the tools that you have developed here on earth. The training that you've had with the horse, okay? You need to understand that you know how to use that, and you know how to get from point A to point frickin' Z in an instant when you have your proper boundaries up, when you are not allowing yourself to be hooded in this world and taken hostage by the way that everything is being bombarded upon us right now. I'm hearing in the past, it was much easier for information and truth to be obscured because there was so much illiteracy. There was so much, it was much easier to keep information secret. That is no longer the time. So do what you can to have a physical effect on this world in the ways that you can. But you absolutely need to do your work and bring in the light that you came here to bring in. Holy, holy, holy. I think that's the message. These ones are short this week, but they have been powerful. I really highly recommend watching the ones previous to this. Holy. Thank you so very much for being here. Pay attention to the way that spirit is being experienced through you right now in your body. You're not going to be able to ignore it anymore. I love you so very much, and I will see you in the next one. 1313 on the timer as I say that. See you in the next one.